Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to go back to the indoor ice arena
Oh, yeah, sure.
page. Though I'm not a hockey player, I got someone involved with this issue last year as a member of the Amateur Sports Commission. And could you just go over a little more detail, whoever wants to answer it, about what the practice was prior to this change page, and a little bit about the rulemaking and the process to make sure that the indoor ice arenas are healthy to be in while folks.
Page 25, Mr. Stein.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Representative Hayden. Previously, the department had, as Ms. Julich pointed out, $40,000 in general funds to conduct a certification program. We're one of 3 states in the nation that has any regulation at all for indoor air in enclosed sports arenas. Those regulations were first enacted, as it says on your change page, in 1977, and they were intended to achieve a certain level of air quality by assuring that air handling systems met exchange rates, and we would investigate on complaint, and we would do special licensing or certification efforts around special events when they'd have monster truck shows at the Metrodome, for example. There'd be a test run to see if the air quality levels prior to the people being there to attend the event would meet expectations for safe air standards. So that was a $40,000, half an FTE. We really worked on almost a complaint basis to evaluate concerns that were brought forward, what the rulemaking activity we're currently engaged in, and what this proposal will do is update our standards for carbon monoxide and nitrous oxide, and we will be looking at new and improved ways of monitoring air quality in enclosed sports arenas so that there's a more rapid evaluation process should there be a concern, and it will establish a sort of a level playing field of expectations for air monitoring and air handling systems based on current best practices. One of the things that if you were in the legislative process last year, you'll know that there are folks passionately interested in this because there are children and adults who spend a lot of time in enclosed sports arenas for hockey and for figure skating and for other activities, and enclosed go-kart tracks are becoming more popular in some parts of the state as well. So all of that leads us to conclude that it's time to take this approach of adopting current standards and then having a fee program in place to assure that we can respond quickly.
Representative Hayden.
So, Mr. Chair, so the appropriation, the 200, is that 250,000? And then, but we also have some fees. So what's the interplay between the appropriation and the fees that you're anticipating getting back from the arenas?
Mr. Chair and
Stein.
Representative Hayden, it's a wash.
It's a wash. Okay. And then, Mr. Chair, just the last follow-up. After you develop the rulemaking to say kind of what you, I take that that's what you say, what is safe and not, and then you have a monitoring system. Are you going to also come out with recommendations on what arenas need to do in order to keep their arenas safe? Because that was part of, if I remember, Representative Hanson's bill was explicitly asking for not only the monitoring, but then did it say this is what you need to, I mean, it didn't prescribe what the HVAC system or the air exchange system needed to be. It just simply said, here's what you need to do, and if it's not, then you're in violation. Can you help me?
Sure.
Help me with that?
Mr. Chair, Representative Hayden, we currently provide technical assistance out of our general fund, that half an FTE. We give advice to arena owners and evaluate their systems right now. What this will do is expand our capacity to provide that kind of support and assistance. There was last year considerable discussion about what standard of monitoring would be required. The rulemaking will address that.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair.